Free agency is upon us, and teams are picking up players left, right, and center. Trades are happening. Guys are switching teams. And even though for the most part the Dallas Mavericks have still been pretty quiet for the start of free agency, just a little bit of rumors and rumblings, we have breaking news that the Dallas Mavericks are signing Naji Marshall to a 3-year, $27 million contract. And unfortunately, with that news, we will not be able to keep Derrick Jones Jr. as they pivot in a different direction. So in this video, we're going to break down all the reports on everything that's happened so far, look at Naji Marshall, see if he fits the Dallas Mavericks team, and what is Nico Harrison doing with the team, and what direction do we really want to go with. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with this video, if you could just drop a like. We didn't get 500 likes on the last video, but if we get 500 likes on this video, I'll let you guys know on a little secret, on a little something cool, a project that I'm working on with someone in the community. And I want to tell you guys about it, but we got to get to 500 likes. Make sure we get that done on this video. But like I said, the Dallas Mavericks, there have been a lot of rumors and rumblings going on over the last few days, really like the last few weeks. And if you've been keeping up with this channel, we've been talking about all the players that the Dallas Mavericks have been linked to and whether or not it's a reality. And one of the players that we did talk about a lot was Klay Thompson. And with everything going on with free agency, a few other teams have been linked to him. The Los Angeles Clippers, Los Angeles Lakers, and the 76ers. But with this tweet right here, it kind of shows you where the Dallas Mavericks are and how we stack with other teams. Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted out saying Klay Thompson plans to have discussions with the Mavericks, Lakers, Clippers, and 76ers in the opening hours of free agency. Bobby Marks followed that tweet up saying the Mavericks have $16.1 million trade exception created from the Tim Hardaway Jr. trade, while the Lakers and Clippers would be at $12.8 million non-tax mid-level unless a sign and trade, and the 76ers could have $14 million in room if Paul George signs with them. So obviously, Klay Thompson, it seems to be something that the Dallas Mavericks are really going to just go really hard for, really make that a reality. We've got the money, we've got the room. A sign and trade is most likely going to happen. But like I said in the intro, the Dallas Mavericks decided to do a different turn. It was breaking news that Naji Marshall has agreed to a 3-year, $27 million deal to join the Dallas Mavericks. Welcome to Dallas, Naji Marshall, who, if you don't know who he is, he's kind of like a Derrick Jones Jr., who took a very big leap this last year in his defense and in his shooting. Overall, he is starting to become a more premier, maybe not premier is not the right word, but just a better 3-and-D player that this Dallas Mavericks could definitely use, especially if we are losing Derrick Jones Jr. But if we take a look at Naji Marshall's stats for last season, nothing to really, be amazed with, but there's more to it. He had 7.1 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 0.2 blocks, 0.7 steals, 1 turnover, and 1.4 fouls per game. While coming off the bench, he shot 46% from the floor, 38% from 3. He shoots 42% on corner threes, 96% of his threes are assisted, and 40% of all shots are threes. And it is a small sample size because, like I said, he's coming off the bench. He doesn't take that many shots. But the main thing that Naji Marshall would bring to the Dallas Mavericks is just having another point of attack defender. His defensive rating is actually just 4 points better than Derrick Jones Jr., although I don't think Naji Marshall would be playing the same role as a Derrick Jones Jr., who, for the most part, Derrick Jones Jr. was defending the other team's best player. We showed the stats in a few videos before, how Derrick Jones Jr. led the league on defending the other team's scoring point guard. Derrick Jones Jr. did a lot of good stuff for us defensively, but with Naji Marshall, I feel like that defense is still there. We're not really losing anything. And as far as his offense and his shooting, a lot of people are saying that he's taken a leap, that he's actually gotten better year over year. He's about 26 years old, only been in the league for about 4 years. So he's still young. He fits that time frame that the Dallas Mavericks are trying to stay in with all our young guys. And for someone who is developing, whose three-point shot, he shot 38%. It was only on about 3 attempts. But with the Dallas Mavericks, you're going to get, we've said it on every video, with the Dallas Mavericks, you're getting wide open quality shots, quality looks every single game. So all he's got to do is bring the defense, which he's going to do. He's already, I guess, by the numbers, better defender than Derrick Jones Jr., a great point of attack defender, a great wing defender. Again, may not defend the other team's best player, but with the system that we have in Dallas, he could become that guy for us. Derrick Jones Jr. improved a lot over the season with the Dallas Mavericks. Naji Marshall could continue his growth with the Dallas Mavericks. He could essentially replace Derrick Jones Jr. right away, whether that's in the starting lineup or coming off the bench. So it sucks that we're losing Derrick Jones Jr., but the fact that we are getting Naji Marshall on a pretty good deal, 3 years, $27 million, I'm not too mad at that. But that can't be the only thing that Nico Harrison has in store for the Dallas Mavericks. And if we look here, the Dallas Mavericks pivoted to signing Naji Marshall, league sources say, after unexpectedly conceding tonight that it would not have the wherewithal to retain Derrick Jones Jr., while the Mavs focus on the sign and trade pursuit of Klay Thompson. ESPN first reported Marshall deal. So Getting Naji Marshall was pretty much a backup if we couldn't get Derrick Jones Jr., who after this year, it was a no-brainer that we wanted to bring him back. The defense, the tenacity, just the chemistry, it was all there. But if you follow Derrick Jones Jr. throughout his entire career, he really does just follow the money, even though he does still play very well for the team. We had him on a very small 1 year, $3 million, a little bit less than $3 million deal. And he did sign with Clutch Sports just the other day. And although I thought, just better representation, you want a bigger contract with the Dallas Mavericks, cool, I understand. Because this was reported just a few hours ago that multiple people within the Dallas Mavericks organization believe Derrick Jones Jr. is a done deal. So I thought just a few hours ago today that, okay, cool, we got Derrick Jones Jr. We'll probably do a sign and trade with Klay Thompson. No big deal. But unfortunately, that's not the case. He's gone. We got Naji Marshall, who will be a replacement for Derrick Jones Jr. Not sure if he's going to be a starter. Most likely he's going to come off the bench alongside Quentin Grimes. Our defense on the bench actually just got a lot better. And honestly, our scoring on the bench got a lot better too. Not only is Naji Marshall a great three-point shooter, Quentin Grimes is also improving as a three-point shooter. So it sucks. I don't know if you feel the same way I do. Flight 55 was something that I love to see. I don't know if Naji Marshall will be able to catch those lobs and those high-flying dunks like everyone else. I feel like that's a requirement to be a Dallas Maverick, right? To get those high-flying dunks. But the defense is what's most important. As long as he's a great defender, a good point of attack defender, a good wing defender, he'll fit right in well with this team and getting those wide open shots. As long as he can knock them down, 38% isn't too bad. It was only on 3 attempts. I'm pretty sure that'll go up to about two, maybe 4. I'm sorry, that'll go up by 2 attempts a game to about 6 attempts a game. As long as he can knock them down, we'll be in a pretty good spot moving forward. But I'm pretty sure that's not all that Nico Harrison has in store for the Dallas Mavericks. But if we look right here, the Mavs used a significant chunk of their MLE to sign Naji Marshall, filling need for a perimeter defender. Derrick Jones Jr.'s decision to switch agents this week complicated hopes of re-signing him due to NBPA guideline of 15-day wait to change representation. Mavs are pursuing sign trade routes for Klay Thompson, so that has it right there for you guys. Because he changed representation, the whole guidelines of waiting 15 days, I guess we just couldn't wait those 15 days. We needed an answer now. We need to know what was going on. If a deal wasn't going to get done, a deal wasn't going to get done. But it's good to know that Nico Harrison had a backup plan. There were reports over the last few days that Naji Marshall was a player that we were looking at for a potential backup if we can't keep Derrick Jones Jr. And that's good to know that Nico Harrison isn't asleep at the wheel, that he knows what this team needs. He knows what this team has to do. If things don't work out in this direction, boom, switch to this direction. As long as this keeps up, I believe the Dallas Mavericks are going to be in a pretty good spot. I don't think we need to make any more big, crazy moves. Obviously, let's get Klay Thompson. I know a lot of guys weren't going for that in the comment section of the last video. I believe Klay Thompson would be great for this team, especially with the defense that we have around him, so he doesn't have to take on the biggest assignment every night. I think that will work out great for us. And the last thing that we definitely want to look at right here is just to confirm that Derrick Jones Jr. will not re-sign with the Mavericks this summer. And that's just the truth. He's not going to sign with us. We moved on. It's done in the water. I was under the impression that hopefully we get Naji Marshall and re-sign Derrick Jones Jr. If those were the only moves that we did, our wing defense goes up a lot. Our wing scoring goes up a lot. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. Derrick Jones Jr., thank you so much for an amazing season with the Dallas Mavericks. Thank you for helping us get to the finals. It's been a pleasure. I hope I wish you nothing but the best moving forward. I hope you get a good contract. I hope you go to a team that'll appreciate you as much as we did. But Mavericks fans, Digest family, we have Naji Marshall now. He is a Dallas Maverick. He's going to provide great defense and three-point shooting. Obviously, I believe he's going to come off the bench. If we do get Klay Thompson to sign and trade, I'm pretty sure Klay Thompson's going to be a starter. And from all the signs and everything that the rumors are pointing to right now, that's the direction that Nico Harrison is going to do. We have Naji Marshall come off the bench along with Quentin Grimes. And a sign and trade for Klay Thompson probably will give him a starting role on this team. Just not sure who's going to go, whether it's Maxey, Josh Green, maybe even throw in Omax. I don't want to throw in Omax or Jaden Hardy, but we got to see what's going to happen. In Nico, we trust as always. He's going to get the job done, but that's free agency, right? Anything can happen. But thank you guys so much for making this far to the video. Make sure to check out Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing another giveaway. The winner will be announced next week on a live stream. And the only way to enter a giveaway is become a channel member of any tier. Make sure you subscribe every time news drops just like this. We're going to be reacting to it, breaking down the news and everything like that. Free agency just started. It's not over yet. And like I said, it's the off season, but it's not my off season. But y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.